Live from Chicago, this is Fox 32 News at Noon.
Breaking at noon, federal immigration enforcement is ramping back up as the head of Border Patrol is spotted back in Chicago.
Governor Pritzker signs a public transit bill with hopes of avoiding service cuts and fare hikes.
And holiday shipping deadlines are hitting this week. We're going to take you inside one of the busiest shipping hubs. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Sylvia Perez.
And I'm Natalie Bumke. Glad you're with us. Let's give you a live look outside here. And nothing like Chicago in the wintertime.
Pretty shot, though.
It is. And the good news, Sylvia, is it's warming up out there, right, Caitlin?
That's right. Temperatures above freezing. Finally going to start to thaw out, but we could still see some ice developing out there on Lake Michigan. It is a beautiful day. We've got sunshine, hardly a cloud. Right now it's 33 degrees at the lakefront, 34 at O'Hare as well as Midway, and 36 in Gary. Looking at our western areas, I see 26 holding on there in DeKalb, 31 at Woodstock. So not all of us are above freezing, but in the city we are. Temperatures today are expected to reach the upper 30s, which is a nice change compared to where we've been. Wind chill, though, it's going to feel like the 20s. So right now it feels like 26 degrees. That's how you should dress. The teens for western areas. So it's still cold, but at least we have quiet weather outside of that. Winds today could be gusting to 20 or 25 miles per hour. Tomorrow's going to be very similar to today with a high of about 37 degrees. So today and tomorrow, upper 30s. And then the 40s are back on Thursday. Unfortunately, though, with 45 degrees, we have the chance for scattered showers. Even starting in the morning, it could impact your morning commute. I'll time this wet weather out for you. Also take a look at how cold we're going to be to end the week on Friday ahead.
Thank you, Caitlin. We do have some breaking news. Governor J.B. Pritzker has confirmed that Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bovino is back in Chicago. He was spotted on the southwest side today. This is Sky Fox over 33rd and Ridgeway as CBP agents in full tactical gear were seen near a white SUV taking a man into detention. Bovino left Chicago after 2.5 months of leading Operation Midway Blitz in mid-November. But his department said the operation was not over. It is believed that Bovino returned with upwards of 200 Border Patrol agents.
The threat of a city government shutdown is now growing as Mayor Johnson and the city council remain at odds over budget proposals.
Right now, aldermen are meeting at City Hall, and political reporter Paris Schutz joins us live. So, Paris, what is the latest? We understand that a vote could be held today.
Well, Natalie, it's quite a scene here at City Hall. You've got folks having private meetings in the copy room with the door closed. We see the Budget Committee director there, that's Alderman Jason Irvin, checking his phone. A lot of negotiating, a lot of arm twisting as alders are introducing their latest version of an alternative budget proposal, alders that are opposing the mayor's corporate head tax. So they're about to debate this alternative proposal in the Finance Committee. Earlier this morning, there was a full City Council meeting. They obviously didn't vote on a budget, but they did vote to have a meeting on Saturday now, if so needed. So there will be meetings all the way at least until Saturday, until they get a budget agreement. What we know about this alternative proposal is it does away with a proposed hike in the garbage collection fee, and now it's not going to hike the rideshare congestion fee as much, but still somehow close this massive budget gap. So to get more on this, we're going to bring in the 34th Ward Alderman, William Conway. Alderman Conway, how does, if no head tax, no garbage fee, no property tax, how do you close a $1.5 billion gap?
Well, there is some changes in the congestion tax as well as some video gaming. It also does take advantage of efficiencies from Ernst & Young. That has come after a lot of negotiations with the mayor's office as well. So more of that is in there as well. But I will say this. All of the new fees here, 82% of them are still falling on businesses and just 18% are on individuals.
So some of the cloud computing tax, that's still in here?
The cloud computing tax of 15%, which is increased from 11%, is still in there. However, in our version, that will be sunsetting in 2 years to be redebated.
And that will bring you back to this moment. So do you have 34 alders, you think, on board that would be necessary to override a mayoral veto?
Well, this is still very much in flux. There's a lot of moving parts at this point, but we certainly have a solid majority. They're standing behind this proposal that will eliminate the job-killing head tax that the mayor has proposed.
And as far as we know, the mayor is still supportive of that head tax. He's not doing away with that.
Yeah, in meetings yesterday, the mayor has still been steadfast in his support of the head tax. We hope that he comes to his senses on that and understands that the votes just aren't there for it.
All right, then, Alderman, we'll have more with you tonight on the Chicago Report to talk about how ways you want to restructure debt, too, which might be a bigger ticking time bomb for the city. So, Natalie, that's where we're at right now. We expect some pretty fiery debate here on this alternative budget proposal as we wait and see how the city government's going to be funded over the next year. Back to you.
Keep us posted. Thank you, Paris.
Yeah, thanks, Paris. Well, happening right now, closing arguments in a federal civil rights trial against 2 Chicago police officers. The case that is centers on the shooting of Ariel Roman. He was shot by former officer Melvina Bogard during a struggle in 2020 at Grand Station. She was acquitted that is, of criminal charges. However, COPA found the shooting violated department policy and was unjustified.
A fire erupts in an apartment complex in Uptown, waking up an entire neighborhood at 1 o'clock this morning. Officials say a woman was treated for smoke inhalation. A firefighter was treated for a minor injury. It was very slippery out there as they were trying to fight those flames. The Red Cross is helping 6 adults and a child who were displaced.
CTA Yellow service remains suspended today after an empty train went off the rails. This happened near Hamlin. A notice was posted just before 5 this morning. That service was suspended on the line. Officials said an out-of-service train with no one on board jumped a switch near the Skokie maintenance yard. This service suspension is impacting the entire line between Chicago's Rogers Park neighborhood and suburban Skokie.
The RTA is being replaced by the new Northern Illinois Transit Authority. And this is one aspect of a public transit funding bill that was just signed by the governor.
Yeah, that bill is meant to save riders from rising fares and service cuts.
Roseanne Tay is live at Union Station to break it all down for us. Hi, Roseanne.
Hi, good afternoon. This was a full house just moments ago where people were gathered for more than an hour-long celebration of what Cam Buckner, Representative Cam Buckner, one of the key players in this, likes to call not a transportation bill, but a transformation bill. Elected officials, transit agency reps, labor unions, all taking turns at the microphone for a victory lap. Governor Pritzker praising an effort he says brought mass transit back from the edge of a post-COVID cliff that threatened steep service cuts and fare hikes. Yet this measure was passed without raising any statewide taxes. The $1.5 billion transit bill passed last October and funds CTA, Metra, and PACE and creates the Northern Illinois Transit Authority to oversee all three, all critical to improving this essential service.
For families, for workers, businesses, children, and visitors, this is a once-in-a-generation investment that will benefit everyone, especially the overall Illinois economy.
For too long, our transit system has operated as a collection of separate parts, siloed, rather than as a unified regional transit network. The creation of the Northern Illinois Transit Authority marks a critical step forward.
They should have one app on their phone or one card in their pocket and one schedule. Transit should be easy, safe, clean, and timely.
So the measure redirects the fuel tax revenue, and it raises regional state taxes. Now, it also raises tolls on northern Illinois roads by about 45 cents to fund transportation projects. The common theme, though, today was that all of this is just really important to getting kids to school, workers to the job, seniors to their doctor's appointment. Again, an essential service in the state of Illinois, and a lot of celebration over this transportation measure today. At Union Station, Roseanne Tejas, Fox 32 Chicago.
Thank you, Roseanne. Calumet City and its mayor are being sued by a former employee.
Kenneth Jones filed the suit against the city and Mayor Thaddeus Jones. The suit claims the mayor demanded that Jones make payments of $3,000 a month to keep his job. The suit goes on to allege that in 2024, Mayor Jones and his chief of staff demanded $100,000 in exchange for continued employment for Kenneth Jones. Kenneth Jones served as the director of emergency services and disaster agency for 2.5 years. And we received a response from the mayor's attorney saying Mayor Jones anticipates the quick dismissal of this frivolous lawsuit in court, and that the mayor will continue focusing on serving the people of Calumet City.
Two men are due in court today accused in the death of a Thornwood High School basketball player. Investigators are calling the August killing of 16-year-old Davell Holden a case of mistaken identity. 3 people have been charged. 21-year-old Javon Moore and 20-year-old Damon Smith are scheduled for a hearing today. A 16-year-old has also been arrested.
A woman and a teenager are recovering after being stabbed in the Loop Monday night. The victims, a 19-year-old woman and a 15-year-old boy. Police say they were walking near the Orange Line in the first block of North Wabash Avenue when 2 suspects approached and stabbed them. The suspects then ran away. The victims went to a nearby Orange Line platform for help. No arrests have been made.
We have breaking news for you now. Rob Reiner's son, Nick, is in police custody facing murder charges after the director and his wife were found dead at their L.A. home. Nick is being held without bail, booked on suspicion of murder. The motive remains unclear, but the New York Times reports Nick Reiner had argued with his father at a holiday party the night before their bodies were found. This case is being turned over to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, and charges are expected to be announced later today.
Police in Providence, Rhode Island are ramping up their search for a potential gunman in Saturday's deadly shooting at Brown University.
This is all coming as the FBI agents are combing the scene for any evidence at all. Madeline Rivera has more.
The FBI now offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to an arrest and conviction of the person responsible for the mass shooting at Brown University. New surveillance video appears to show the potential gunman walking near campus just 2 hours before the attack. He's described as a male, 5'8", with a stocky build and considered armed and dangerous.
The further we get away from this incident with a potential suspect still on the loose, the more information law enforcement is going to have to release to the public.
Providence police say they don't know what this person was doing hours before the shooting or if he specifically targeted the classroom where 2 were killed and 9 others wounded. The lack of an arrest is prompting some frustration in Providence.
It took 4 hours to get even a single video of the perpetrator released. We're in such a surveillance state, but that wasn't used correctly at all.
More than 48 hours after the shooting, FBI agents were still searching through snow and bushes near the scene, looking for any evidence that might provide more clues. Police say the person used a 9mm handgun in the attack, but that weapon has not been recovered.
There are casings, there are shell casings, and apparently, according to reports, there were 2 30-round magazines fully loaded. So there are a couple of areas in which this thing can come together.
FBI Director Kash Patel says the agency's lab in Quantico is processing evidence and response teams will stay on the scene. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox 32 Chicago.
Australians lit a menorah today at the memorial site for the victims of the Bondi Beach shooting. 15 people were killed on Sunday during an attack at a Hanukkah celebration in Sydney. 25 others remain hospitalized. Police say the deadly shooting was carried out by a father and son. Only the son survived. Authorities believe the gunmen were inspired by the Islamic State.
There are several menorah lightings that are scheduled across our area this evening.
In Chicago, the Shabbat Center for Jewish Life says there will be extra security on hand during its celebration in Daley Plaza.
And organizers in Evanston say they will hold a moment of silence for the lives lost in the Sydney attack. Tonight marks the 3rd night of Hanukkah. Menorah lightings are also scheduled in Oak Brook and at the Cook County building. More to come on Fox 32 News at noon, including possible reclassifications of marijuana on a federal level.
And Wall Street is getting closer to 24/7 trading sessions.
And could self-driving taxi cabs be coming to Chicago? We're going to let you know about the push to bring Waymo to Illinois.
Are you a
Hey, welcome back here to the news at noon, and we're glad you're with us. It is beautiful, and thank goodness it is warming up, Sylvia, because that ice,
Yeah, look at that. Okay, this is a big difference from the weekend, isn't it, Caitlin?
That's right. Finally back to where we should be, right? Upper 30s. If you're wondering, should it have been this cold over the weekend? We were about 10. No, today is where we should be. Now, unfortunately, the wind chill, the feel like temperature is still going to be in the mid-20s, but we'll take what we can get. And for those of you like me who still have snow at your house or outside of your home, it's going to assist in melting. Now, we do have the potential for rain later this week, which will further the melting process or speed it up for us out there. But right now we're at 34 degrees, so it's already beginning. 34 at the lakefront, Midway, O'Hare, 36 in Gary, and 31 degrees in Valpo. Some of us hovering around freezing, like in Michigan City and in Kankakee. It's 26 degrees, though, in DeKalb, so it is still chilly out there in western areas especially. But with that, talking about the wind chill, you do need to layer up and dress warm. We have winds today, nothing like we had those gusts over 30 miles per hour that we were experiencing. Right now, we're seeing around 10 to 15 miles per hour, and we could see up to 20 mile per hour wind gusts throughout the day. I'm seeing a 22 there even as we round the lake in Porter County. So the wind chill is at 14 in DeKalb, 27 at LaSalle, 22 in Valpo, and 26 at the lakefront. Here's our future cast. Let's take you through the rest of your day. So as mentioned, highs in the upper 30s. As we work our way into the evening, 7:15, and temperatures are still around 35 degrees. Now, our model is bringing in a touch of wet weather this evening and tonight. I do expect most, though, are going to stay dry. Tomorrow, temperatures are going to be back to the mid and upper 30s, and the temperatures continue to climb. On Thursday, in fact, we're going to be in the 40s. But that's the day that we have the chance for scattered wet weather. So 5:30 in the morning, starting to see some light rain move in. So your morning commute may be impacted by the rain. Now, as we work our way through the day, lunchtime hour, 1:15, temperatures are still around 43 degrees. Then we plummet. And actually on Friday, our high is only going to be 27, which is a whole 10 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. Then we're back to the 40s. This weekend, Saturday, 41, down to 30 on Sunday. Back to you.
Look, hope you get your voice back soon there, Caitlin. Hope you're feeling better. A major White Castle recall is hitting all 50 states. Coming up next, the items you need to toss from your freezers.
And from White Castle to this, the Trump administration pondering a controversial decision to reclassify pot, making it available to more Americans.
And they've soared in popularity. While those weight loss drugs seem to work, doctors are also tracking some possible side effects. The latest warning that patients need to watch out for just ahead.
President Trump is considering easing marijuana restrictions.
He may be signing an executive order to reclassify marijuana from a Schedule I drug, which is highly restricted, to Schedule III, making it less regulated. The DEA currently lists marijuana as having no accepted medical use and high potential for abuse. Trump first mentioned this idea during his campaign and today says he is strongly considering it, citing public interest. And doctors are calling for cigarette-style warnings on GLP-1 drugs. GLP-1s, such as Wegovy and Ozempic, work by mimicking hormones that naturally curb a person's appetite, slows digestion, and regulates blood sugar. As a result, people feel fuller longer and eat smaller portions. Doctors say the drugs can trigger eating disorders. They recommend patients speak to a mental health professional, not just a primary care doctor.
And check those freezers. White Castle recalling its 4-count frozen sliders due to undeclared milk and soy allergies. The recall impacts more than 1,000 cases, which are sold nationwide from August 2025 through October of 2025. They have a Best By date of April 18th, 2026, so they could still be in your freezer. Those who purchase the product are advised to return them for a full refund.
The NASDAQ is preparing to roll out round-the-clock trading. The exchange is the home of major technology listings, including NVIDIA, Apple, and Amazon. Its plans include the current pre-market, regular, and post-market trading with the 9:30 a.m. opening bell and close at 4 p.m. But there will also be a night session from 9 p.m. to midnight, with those trades considered part of the following day.
31 years. 31.
Did not know that.
Right?
Yeah.
After its release, Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You unwraps a new record by spending 20 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. All I Want for Christmas Is You has sold more than 50 million copies worldwide and is certified 18 times platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. I know it drives some people nuts, but I love it.
I do too. I'm with you, Natalie.
There you go.
Be happy.
Waymo's self-driving taxis are rolling into more cities.
And Chicago could be next. Still to come, the push to bring that service to Illinois.
We're in DHL's newest McCook facility. Now get this facility can sort 4,000 parcels per hour. That's going to come in handy during the holiday season. Coming up, we're going to show you the whole process close up.
Fox 32.
Welcome back. It is 12:27. We're following breaking news in our top stories at noon.
Governor J.B. Pritzker has confirmed that Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bovino is back in Chicago. He was spotted on the southwest side today. Our Sky Fox was over 33rd and Ridgeway as Border Patrol agents were in full tactical gear. They were seen near a white SUV. You see it on the video here, taking a man into detention. It is believed that Bovino returned with upwards of 200 agents.
Self-driving taxi cabs are operating in a handful of American cities, but not Chicago just yet. Some Illinois Republican lawmakers are supporting a proposal that would give the company Waymo the ability to operate here. But several groups are pushing back over some safety concerns. Last week, 3,000 Waymos were recalled for passing stopped school buses. The groups also saying the vehicles can cause huge traffic problems.
It's called minimum safe condition. And minimum safe condition is the vehicle shuts down, turns on its blinkers, and waits for a remote operator to communicate with it. This has caused numerous traffic jams in San Francisco and Phoenix. It has blocked access to interstates just because of them going, they can't figure out what they're doing.
In a statement, Waymo says it has a proven track record of reducing serious injury crashes and that safety is fundamental to everything it does.
And here we go again. No one won last night's Powerball jackpot, so the prize keeps on growing. The jackpot is now $1.25 billion, so that makes it the 6th largest prize in Powerball history. If you do win and you choose the cash option, it would come out to $572.1 million. Your next chance to win comes tomorrow night.
Sounds good to me, but let's find out what you can get from our forecast today in the coming days. We had an earlier shot with the beautiful lake glistening. And you see kind of the white snow-capped Lake Michigan over there. It looks like snow, doesn't it? But it's just the waves. I have to say, what a nice difference in temperatures, Caitlin.
I mean, even with the sunshine, doesn't it just feel warmer looking at it?
Feels so much warmer.
Yeah, you can feel the sun. But the temperatures, they are going to be in the upper 30s today, which is normal for this time of year. We're back to where we should be. And tomorrow's going to be much of the same. So dry weather through midweek for the most part. We could see some drizzle here or there. I'll explain. Thursday, though, we do have a good amount of rain on the way, as in most of us are going to be impacted, especially early on Thursday. Temperatures back to the 40s on Thursday, and then a quiet weekend ahead with temperatures returning to the 40s after a cold Friday. So 24-hour temperature change. We are 18 degrees warmer now at the lakefront compared to yesterday at this time. A 16-degree temperature jump at O'Hare, 17 degrees warmer at Midway, so 15 to almost 20 degrees warmer. We'll take it. 34 right now at O'Hare, 35 at the lakefront, and 36 in Gary. Temperatures are in the upper 20s still in DeKalb County at 28. Highs today are going to be right around 36 degrees, so it is going to be warmer, but that 36 is going to feel like about 25. Tonight, we're staying steady. Temperatures in the 30s, but the low 30s are expected. As we get further west, that's where the 20s are going to return. Kane, Kendall, Grundy County, LaSalle, DeKalb County. Expect the 20s tonight. And then tomorrow, we're back to the upper 30s. As mentioned, it's kind of a copy-paste repeat situation for the temperatures for tomorrow. Our future cast. So through the rest of the day today, we have that sunny sky. And then tonight, we could see a touch of drizzle here or there. Working our way through Wednesday, again, temperatures are going to be back to the upper 30s. After that morning drizzle moves out, it's going to be a touch more cloudy than it was today. But then we have the potential for wet weather returning as we work our way into Thursday. This is 5:30 in the morning, starting to see some light spotty rain, moderate rainfall by 9:30 in the morning. And then as temperatures drop, we could see that transition from rain over to snow before drier weather does return with the cold air on Friday. Here's your 7-day outlook. So for today, 36, 37 tomorrow. I mentioned that touch of drizzle possible tonight into tomorrow. And then on Thursday, 45 is our high, down to 27 on Friday after a morning low of 17. So a very cold Friday. Don't get used to those 40s on Thursday. And then this weekend, 41 expected Saturday, Sunday, right around 30. So we're going from 41 Saturday down to 30 on Sunday, and then Monday, 37. So the roller coaster, it continues. And today we are going to be right where we should be, as mentioned, right around 36. Back to you.
Take a break on that voice for a little bit. Thank you, Caitlin. Christmas is next week. Can you believe it?
I cannot.
Creep up on us. And while Santa is checking his list twice, shipping companies are picking up speed.
Gabriela Primus takes us inside a local DHL facility as shipping deadlines are fast approaching.
Well,
Well, you need to have things down pat if you're going to run an operation like this, because thousands of packages are coming through for the holiday season, obviously, at DHL. We're in the brand new facility here in McCook. I'm with Fox Miller. You are the area operations manager. We're seeing a bird's eye view of everything that's coming in here. But how much more busy are you guys during the holiday season versus any other time of the year?
So during the holiday season, our peak season, we typically see about 33% increase versus the rest of the year. This is actually our peak week that we're in here right now. So we should expect to see the most increase this week.
Okay, we're seeing some of the package run through the line here. What are these purple things? You're telling me it kind of like kicks the packages to where it needs to go, which I think is incredible.
Yeah, so what you're seeing here is it's called a shoe sorter. So the intention of this is that these purple things you see here, they're called shoes. Each package will get a sort decision. That sort decision tells the package which chute it's going to go down, and then these purple things you see here, the shoes, will actually slide that package gently into the chute where the driver will be able to load it into their vehicle.
You know, DHL, you said it's been around for 50 years. It's crazy how things have probably changed, even since you started 10 years ago, but, you know, from 50 years ago. Is it, like, weird to think about?
Yeah, it's honestly very crazy to think about. You know, we started in San Francisco in 1969, just shipping documents ahead of ocean parcels, actually. And we very quickly morphed into what you see, this international logistics giant, where we're the leader in international shipping throughout the world in over 220 plus countries and territories. We also get to utilize brand new technology like this. We get to utilize our electric vehicles and a lot of great things that have happened over the last 56 years.
Yeah, we really see our superheroes down there who are going to be driving these trucks after everything's sorted to get it out to the Chicagoland area. Tips and tricks for people at home who are thinking, oh, I have a few more days to get things in for Christmas.
Yeah, so we're in international shipping. We'd like to say December 18th is the deadline, but you should understand that shipping to anywhere in the world does come with different transit times. You can find all of that information on our website, dhl.com, so you can better understand the shipping transit for your location. You should also understand government policies, customs regulations, things like that. What should I include with my shipping? You can also find that at dhl.com. A lot of great information and things you should know prior to shipping this holiday season.
All right, Fox, you run a tight ship. Things are looking good here. And again, we're saying hello to our superheroes as well, all those delivery drivers out there and truck drivers. All right, we'll have more information on our website, fox32chicago.com. I'll send it back to you for now.
Thank you, Gabby. America's job market just got some troubling news.
And DePaul University is making some pretty tough decisions as enrollment of international students drastically falls.
And coming up on the news at 4, take a cocktail to go. A pandemic-era option is not going anywhere. Governor Pritzker makes permanent cocktails to go law of the land. rising costs and a significant drop in enrollment among international graduate students is causing financial heartache at DePaul University.
The Lincoln Park-based school has announced 114 layoffs to address the budget shortfall. And according to the Chicago Sun-Times, DePaul was hit hard by the Trump administration's move to cut down on the number of foreign students studying on American campuses. About 750 fewer international students attended class over the fall. The school also reported a 62% drop in new graduate students from other countries compared to last year. International students typically pay a higher tuition, and their dropping enrollment has squeezed school budgets. In a letter to staff, DePaul leadership says this round of layoffs represents 7% of its full-time and part-time employees.
Following the chaos of the government shutdown, new jobs data out today is giving investors a clearer look at what's been happening with the economy in recent months. Still a murky picture, but there are some warning signs. Rebecca Castor has details.
The line of people looking for work is apparently getting longer. Even though the November jobs report shows the U.S. added 64,000 jobs last month, better than expected, the unemployment rate ticked up to 4.6%. The highest it's been in 4 years.
More than half of Americans right now are concerned that they're going to lose their job. There's people who are feeling a lot of financial stress.
The other not so good news is October's job numbers, a loss of 105,000. But many of which were government workers reaching the end of the severance period following DOGE cuts earlier this year.
At the end of the day, we need to create more jobs, and we're not.
We should think that 2025 was setting the table. 2026 is going to be a bountiful year.
The White House is on defense, trying to reassure Americans that the president's economic policies are working. Vice President J.D. Vance is in battleground state Pennsylvania Tuesday to highlight all the administration is doing to make life more affordable.
We know people suffered a lot under the policies of the Biden administration. We're working very hard to correct those problems. I think we've made a lot of progress over the past 10 months, but of course there's a lot more progress to be made.
The Federal Reserve will also take a close look at these latest job numbers as it considers another possible interest rate cut in January. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox 32 Chicago.
Our noon show is going to be wrapping up here in just about 20 minutes, but Chicago Live is just getting started.
And Anita is standing by with a look at what's ahead. Hi, Anita.
Hello, ladies. Yeah, plenty of things that are happening this afternoon, so let's get to it. We have a ton of interest online for new laws that are going to be taking effect in the new year. I'm going to be talking with the CEO of the Illinois Restaurant Association about a bipartisan law that Governor Pritzker just signed, making a host of changes in their industry, and that does include making cocktails to go permanent in the state. So obviously there's some mixed reviews on that. We're going to bring in a couple of toy drives in our 2 o'clock hour. One of those could actually help an adult because he's going round and round on the Ferris wheel at Navy Pier until they meet their goal. And we're also going to have a really important discussion about a disturbing incident that took place and how all of us that are going to be traveling over the holidays can just act a little more safely when we're on the go. All of those things begin at 1 o'clock and we'll be right here online until 4 p.m. But I'll send it back to you for now.
Thank you, Anita. If you're hosting a last-minute holiday party, we've got you covered.
Coming up, our friend Chef Fabio Viviani joining us in the studio with his famous dessert that's perfect for any holiday gathering. And he swears we can all make this at home. Is that true, Fabio?
hosting a holiday gathering, it can be stressful, from what to serve to ending the night with a sweet treat. So today, we're making it easy for you.
And I love this because I have never done this before. So joining us now is celebrity chef and our friend Fabio Viviani to show us the perfect dessert to impress your family and friends this holiday season. We're talking tiramisu.
We got no time during the holiday to do nothing. Between shopping, Christmas card, gift, holiday stuff, cooking is an afterthought.
Okay.
So you can't skip sweets for the holiday.
That's important.
That's the excuse. I think
Can't you just
actually.
use like more bottles of wine though? Maybe that would be,
Look,
or no?
everybody picks where their calories are coming from.
She's pregnant, so she's not in her right mind.
That's right. I'm like, just give me 5 bottles of
And
wine.
by the way,
it'll
I'm
be
pretty
fine.
sure my mom's lied a glass of wine here too while she was pregnant. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
swear
back
on
in the
it.
day, they would recommend it.
I'm not gonna swear on it, but I'm pretty sure. Anyway,
I bet.
making tiramisu, it's a fun activity for the holiday. Not only we serve it in our restaurant, but it's easy to make at home.
I did not know it was easy.
So what you see here is a pouch of mascarpone cream. How do you do this? Is very simple. You just blend with the whisk attachment, egg yolk and sugar.
Oh.
That's it. You know, with the whisk attachment, egg yolk and sugar, and then you just add mascarpone cheese and you whisk a little longer.
Got it.
The result is a very light cream that you lady will about to try. Now, what we do here, we get lady fingers. By the way, I don't know why we calling them lady finger, because it doesn't look like a lady finger to me.
No.
It looks like a long cookie there.
Yes.
So we are soaking the Italian lady finger in strong espresso.
Oh, okay.
All right.
This is coffee you made?
This is a real strong Italian espresso. The objective of a good tiramisu is to pick you up, which is by the translation of tiramisu.
Oh, I didn't
pick
know
you up inside.
Okay.
So you got a little bit of sugar, you got the egg yolk, you got the mascarpone.
And look how pretty.
That is beautiful.
Then you go there, right? So then you go more cookies.
This is so easy. Even I could do this, Sylvia.
And I wouldn't even say it that way. I said
come on,
anyone
Natalie.
can do that.
I believe in you, Natalie.
This
Morel.
is easy. And then that's it again, right? So in one nice bite, you get the cookies, you get the coffee, and you get the sweet.
And I love how you've done this because it's an individual, beautiful serving.
Yes, it's a little martini cup.
Glass martini cup, yeah.
And then you just keep going that way.
Okay.
And then you get some extra trick on it. For example, we have a little bit roasted white chocolate.
That's white chocolate?
This
it's
is
roasted.
roasted.
Oh, I was going to say, it looks like a biscotti.
Yeah, it looks like almost the Biscoff.
Cookies, yes.
Crumble. But this is actually roasted white chocolate.
Okay.
And then we have a little bit of cocoa right there.
Okay. Good job.
Then we have a little bit of the
so
white.
beautiful. I love this.
So pretty.
Okay, so we're running out of time. You have to let us know what you're up to with your restaurants in town
If you want
for
to
the
try,
holidays.
if you want to try
Sylvia
these
try it, yes.
and have some holiday fun, December 20th, Lago on Rain Road. Christmas with Santa. Wow. We made him an offer he can't refuse. You have to bring
extra bottles of wine.
Bring your kids over. And New Year's Eve in both our suburban place, Giostra in the Arboretum and Lago, we have live band and great New Year's entertainment. We'll see you guys there.
Wait.
Please.
What else did you bring in?
I want to know what else you brought.
Oh, I am so sorry. I thought we were just closing at the dessert. We have beautiful Italian meatball.
Look at the size of that meatball.
Where is this from, Fabio?
Pounder. This is from Giostra and Lago, but we serve meatball in every other place we have. Burrata with smoked bacon jam. We have beef tartare, classic Italian, and beautiful Roman bruschetta with burrata and pickled tomatoes.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Isn't that delicious?
So I inhaled the chocolate. I'm like,
really?
It's the cinnamon challenge, but Italian version.
Right. Cinnamon challenge. Fabio, always great to see you. Happy
Thank you guys. A happy holiday. Merry Christmas, everybody. Enjoy.
Jake's hanging out, waiting to talk.
I think Fabio should be the third anchor on the noon show. I'm here for that.
He can do it all.
I'd watch that show every day. All right, guys, coming up, I'm going to sit down and talk with Jack Black and Paul Rudd about their new Anaconda reboot, and the interview goes off the rails about as much as you would imagine.
What is the Anaconda song?
Anaconda coming for you, gonna chew you up and spit you out, gonna make you laugh and make you afraid. Anaconda, yeah.
Our Chicago exclusive interview with the stars of Anaconda when Good Day Chicago returns.
Let's do it. Let's reboot Anaconda.
Yes.
Wait.
What?
What is that?
Oh my.
My Anaconda! It's okay, you're safe, I'm here! Holy...
90s cult classic is getting rebooted, but not the way you'd expect. You might remember Anaconda was a monster movie back in 1997 that starred Jennifer Lopez, Ice Cube, and Jon Voight. It was a pretty decent hit when it opened in theaters, but over the last 30 years, it's sort of grown into this cult classic. So this new reboot isn't a straight-up sequel. It's about a group of friends who grew up watching the movie Anaconda and decide that they want to reboot the franchise and end up finding themselves also chased by a giant anaconda.
Jake Hamilton, Good Day Chicago. Jack, I always knew you were a tall man. I didn't realize you were that much taller than Paul.
Look, sometimes I sit up high in the high chair. Paul sits in the low chair. Try not to pay attention to that.
It's a little tricky. I decided today to go with a floor mat. Don't pan down to me.
Oh my God, they're panning down to you?
Down to me? There was supposed to be a lot. Nah, you kill.
The only thing I'm concerned about is, on my morning show, we put a lower third, so I'm just afraid that we're going to just see the top of Paul's head, which is a beautiful
You might just
head.
it might just hear my voice.
And what a melodious voice it is to hear.
Thanks. It's
like an angel.
If it's just a crawl, this will help your shot.
Yeah.
There it is. Let's give the people what they want.
This is all we really want. This is all we really need. Is this
That's
area.
it.
How's this?
That's I can feel my ratings going up just at this. There it is. That's. Should I also stand up? Is this good?
That's good.
That works.
Let's do it. Let's reboot Anaconda.
So throughout this film, your characters not only talk about the movie Anaconda, but also the actors in it, J-Lo and Ice Cube and Jon Voight. And Anaconda also starred a young up-and-coming actor named Owen Wilson.
Yeah, boy.
And Owen Wilson once starred in a film called How Do You Know with Paul Rudd and The Big Year with Jack Black, which means somewhere out there in this film, Paul Rudd and Jack Black exist. Do you think Doug and Griff are told that they look like the actors Jack Black and Paul Rudd?
That's a deeper level that I never even thought about. Is where did Jack Black and Paul Rudd exist in this universe?
Yeah.
Interesting. Great question with zero answers.
That's okay. All I needed was an acknowledgement that I put a lot of work into that.
Acknowledges that you're a very intelligent fellow.
And it's the only time we've ever been asked that question.
Is it true?
And that's very rare to ask a never before asked question.
This is Anaconda, and we no longer have a snake for our snake movie. We have to go out in the jungle and find another one.
Jack, you have spoiled us lately with your past few films with Mario and Minecraft that we've gotten some face-melting Jack Black songs. What is the Anaconda song?
Anaconda coming for you, gonna chew you up and spit you out, gonna make you laugh and make you afraid. Anaconda, yeah.
It's a good song. Anaconda opens in theaters on Christmas Day. Your final check of the forecast coming up next.
Good news.
A new survey is revealing how some Americans survive those holiday gatherings.
They pack emergency chocolate. As I said earlier, it might seem like it'd be a flask, but no, it's emergency chocolate. The Ferrero Holiday Confession survey of about 1,000 people found about 36% admit to packing emergency chocolate to help them make it through the holiday parties and family gatherings. How does it not melt in their pocket? Around 59% said they consider chocolate and candy as a form of self-care during the holiday season.
I love that. And a new world record for the most kisses under the mistletoe. More than 1,000 couples locked lips in D.C. over the weekend in honor of the National Mistletoe event. The seasonal tradition broke the Guinness World Record for most couples kissing under the mistletoe, shattering the previous record set in 2019.
And you're going to need a little of that warmth starting at the beginning of this week. But Sylvia, we've got a warm up on the way.
Yeah, not bad. 45 one day, 41 the next. This is going to be great. What would Caitlin say if she was here?
Darling. That is darling.
No, actually not bad, especially after everything we've been through. Can't wait to see what next week is going to bring. I don't remember the last time we had a white Christmas, and I have a feeling it's not going to be happening this one either, but we will keep you posted, of course.
And that's all for Fox 32 News at noon.
The news continues on Chicago Live on Fox Local. We'll see you back here for the news at 4. Have a great day, everyone.
Next stop.